What's up, YouTube friends? So I saw this cute little idea on TikTok the other day. I thought it was super easy and super cute, and I don't know why I didn't think of it. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that when I do quilt row markers or block markers, I usually just rip up pieces of paper and write numbers on them. But the problem with that is a lot of the times if I don't get to the quilt right away, they tend to rip off, fall off. Anytime I move the quilt, they fall off. So this is a great idea and alternative for that. So the things you're going to need is some straight pins, some super glue. I'm using the Gorilla Gel Glue. I think the gel glue is a little bit easier to work with. And some beads. I got this whole pack off of Amazon for about $10. I'll link it down below. So I already made some number ones, 1 through 9. I did try to put a 10 on there with 2 beads, and I just think there wasn't enough pin left over. So I'm also going to make a set that's A through Z. So all I did was put a little bit of the gel glue here on my silicone mat. I'm going to use an extra pin. You know what? I'm going to bring you in a little closer. So I just have my letter A. I'm just going to use another spare pin to put some of the glue on, and you only need a little bit. And then just stick your bead on. It's that easy. Now you can make these as pretty as you want. I'm just going to stick with 1 bead, but I have seen some that have multiple beads. No. So I just wipe off any of the extra super glue right away. And then I'm just going to stick them in my little pincushion here until they dry. So I'm pretty sure that was easy enough and self-explanatory, but I'll do one more. So I'm just going to put some of the gel glue up by the head of the pin. Now I'm going to find letter B. And I just kind of move it up and down a little bit just to get some of that glue on the inside, and then just wipe off the extra. This bead set came with some little gold beads as well. So if it tickles your fancy, you could add some extra bling to the end of your beads. But I think the smaller the better if you're going to add anything else. So I'm going to finish these up and I'll show you what they look like. So I have all my little pins drying. This owl's having a pretty bad day. And now we're just going to make a quick little pincushion to store these in. So you're just going to need one of these small jelly jars with a lid and a ring, fabric of your choice, some crochet thread with a needle, a little scrap of felt, and for the stuffing I'm just going to use a piece of scrap batting. So the first thing you're going to do is just get your lid. On the wrong side of my fabric, I just have a regular pin. I'm going to trace around my lid. And now with my ruler, I'm just going to come and make a little mark 1 inch wider than my lid. I'm just going to keep going around and then just connect my dots. And now with my pinking shears, I'm just going to cut that out. You could just use regular scissors also. So you should have something that looks like this. I'm also going to use my lid to trace a circle on my piece of felt. just like that. And I'm going to cut that out, and I'm just going to use regular scissors. So I'm just going to set this off to the side. In the meantime, I did plug in my hot glue gun. Next, you're going to want to take some crochet thread. I just put it on my needle, and it's only single thread. I'm going to take my fabric piece, and I'm just going to baste along the edge of my fabric about 1/4 inch away. So to do that, I'm just going in and out. And you want to go all the way around. So you should have something that looks like this. Here's my end and my beginning of my crochet thread, and this does not have to be pretty. This is all going to get hidden. So next you just need to find something to fill these with. Like I said, I'm going to be using this scrap polyester batting that I have. You could use polyfill. I've even seen people put a little bit of steel wool wrapped in some polyfill or the felt. Oh, what is this called? Batting, and that will work great. So I'm just going to cut a piece of my batting, and I want mine pretty firm. So I'm just going to roll this up like a little burrito. I'm going to stick my lid on top, and then I'm just going to pull on my beginning and end and cinch this up. So when I have it cinched up the way I want it, I'm just going to tie a knot at the end of my crochet thread. You could also run some hot glue around the edge here. And I'm just going to trim my threads. I think I am going to put a few dots of hot glue. This is all going to get covered up, so it doesn't matter if glue gets on the outside of the fabric. And just so I don't burn my fingers, I have my little silicone mat. Next, you want to grab your jar ring, and I'm going to run some hot glue around the inner lip. I'm going to take my little pincushion, I'm going to stick it in there and press it down. Now the metal ring is going to get hot with the hot glue, so just to clamp it down, I'm going to screw it onto my jar. So finally, I'm just going to put some hot glue on the bottom here. And to hide all that ugliness, I'm just going to stick my little piece of felt. And just that quick and easy, we have a simple little pin storage unit with a pincushion on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my numbered ones on the top here. I think I will use those the most, and then just store the alphabet ones in the jar. Just like that. Now I have plenty more room in my jar for more pins. If you want to put a little piece of ribbon around the ring, you could do that to hide that, but this will serve its purpose for what I need it for. I hope you give this cute little pincushion and block markers a try. I just thought that was super genius when I saw it on TikTok, so I had to share it with you guys. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit that big red subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, leave me a comment and let me know if you have a suggestion for a future upcoming video. And as always, thanks for watching. Happy sewing, and I'll see you next time.